my channel. It's been a long time, but today we are going to get out into the garden and divide some plants. I have a few Nepeta, also known as Catmint, that I would like to divide, and there's two different varieties. I forget off the top of my head what they are, but I'll make sure to specify the name of them or variety of them down in the description. And I'll also just show you a few things that I've gotten in the ground. I just haven't had much time to film, but now I am trying to get back into it. And I have done a lot, I just haven't shared it with anyone. So I'll just show you a little bit of what has been happening in the garden. And just as a reminder, I live in gardening zone 9B in Northern California. So my winter or late fall might look very different than yours if you get snow or you get a lot colder than me or a lower zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Before anything, let's get some coffee. So far I've dug up 3 Junior Walker Low Nepeta or Catmint, and they are purple if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm mixing up the two, because I have 2 different varieties, the white variety and the purple variety, which is right here. And from 3 plants I was able to divide and get, I'll be placing 4 right here, a little drift, kind of like in a swoop. And so that's 4 from the purple ones. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I was able to double the amount that I had. This area over here, so right now I have a butterfly bush in the middle, which is right here. I have 2 Pope John Paul II roses that are white. Then I have a butterfly bush, and all of that gives me like summer interest, summer to late fall. And I'd like to place an evergreen here because I have 3 evergreen or 2 evergreen elements so far, and I'd like 1 more where the butterfly bush is. I have some boxwoods right here that are in a swoop. And then I have a little ollie dwarf olive bush there. So I'm thinking I kind of want a spiral topiary, maybe an arborvitae, because it'll be able, this area gets a lot of hot afternoon sun. Right now it's winter, so kind of anything can go there now, but in the summer this area beats down. So I'd love to put more boxwood, but these can barely do it, so I don't want to put like a focal point element there and it be very expensive, like an investment, and them not do well. Whereas these boxwoods I got on clearance, so they didn't hurt, they didn't break the bank. And then I have my Earth Angel Rose, which I just cut all the blooms off except those that are coming in. That's in the middle. I have a lantana here. I have verbena. This is verbena whiteout. So we have white blooming element, evergreen, pink, purple, evergreen, white and pink, and purple in the back, and then white in the very back. So this is kind of like, that's the color scheme for this bed, which carries over into this bed. I've been loving the blue. It's kind of giving more blue on camera, but they're like a purple blue pansy. And my white zinnias are still going, so I've left them. These down here are actually candy tuft iberis, and those bloom white. And over here we have this area I have struggled with, so I am aiming to plant more succulents here because it gets so hot. And I actually picked up most of them from Costco. I planted some nasturtium from seed. We have grasses, and I have a Italian cypress as an evergreen element, and garland, of course, for the holidays. And I planted some pansies back here along with my mint and my sage. Surprisingly, these super cheap hydrangeas have been doing well. They do scorch a bit. It's supposed to be a shady area, but the little bit of sun that peeks through manages to still scorch them. So I'm gonna baby them along and see how far they last me. Oh, we have a bloom from my Thunbergia that I have never fertilized. I almost tossed this Thunbergia because it stopped blooming during the summertime, and that irritated me because I put it at the front of my door and that didn't bloom at all. But now it is. It's the weirdest time of the year. Here we have hydrangeas that look very sad. I'll need to cut that back. And this is my beautiful, I always forget what it's called. It's not catalpa. Something similar. The leaves are huge. It's supposed to bloom white. I haven't seen it bloom yet. I haven't had it that long. When we got our fence redone, all the limbs on this side, they broke off. So I'm really irritated about that because now it looks super uneven. But it's grown so much just in 2 years. And this was its first full year in the ground. So when I planted it, it was this short. It grew that much in just a year, year and a half, which is insane. Our oranges are almost ready. We have lots of lemons to pick that I need to get to. And yeah, there's still things that need to be cut back, perennials. Just lots of maintenance that needs to be done in the garden. But in no time, I will get to it slowly. There's no rush at all. So I will go ahead and get those Nepeta in the ground and we'll call it a day. I'm really annoyed because if you've seen my channel already or other videos, you know that we have neighborhood cats, and I just put my hand in a soft stool for my kitty, and it's really annoying. I just put some deterrent in the yard yesterday and it clearly didn't work, so it was fresh. So we're just gonna continue, act like that didn't happen. Well guys, I drank none of my coffee, but the sun is starting to go down, and I think this is all I'll have time to do today in the garden. But thank you so much for spending just at least an hour with me. I'm going to try to keep up on doing this. It also helps me as far as getting maintenance done in the garden. So this is a good reminder for all of you that are still able to work in the garden if it's not snowing. Really keep up on maintenance, because that can be the most tedious thing, and you don't want to be super overwhelmed in the springtime, when I know that's probably the busiest season for us gardeners. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.